We have a quorum present. We'll call the meeting to order. Agenda item number 2 is approval of the minutes from December 28th, 2020. Was there any, whoops, lost it. Was there any comments, questions, concerns?
I have a question. I think the minutes referred to changes to building B. I think it was supposed to be A. A was the one on Mill and Main.
We can make that correction.
I mean, it's a minor, but yeah. Otherwise, nothing else. I'd move approval with that change.
Do we have a second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sorry, I got my screen back. Let me jump over here now. Agenda item number 3. This is continued consideration of a letter of design approval for exterior building design for. Oh, I guess when you go full screen, it takes my screen away. So let me get caught back up where I was. Exterior building design for a new mixed-use building located on the northwest corner of Elm Street and South Mill Street, and the southeast corner of Main Street and South Mill Street, as requested by Stephen Shelley.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so me pull up the revisions and kind of just show you all what has changed since this was discussed at our last meeting. The applicant took into consideration some of the comments and suggestions that were made, and so they have made some modifications to the elevations. So this is building A along Mill Street, and you can see they've added more white brick to this entrance here. They've also raised from the base, the ground level, 8 inches off ground, so the windows don't go all the way to the ground. And here's that elevation along Main Street. So that's Mill Street, this being the corner of Main and Mill Street. And this is Main Street, this being the corner of Main and Mill Street right here. So those are the changes that were made to building A. And then we can come down here and you can see building B. Really the big change was to raise 18 inches off the ground the windows. And those kind of cover the items that were discussed at our last meeting. I see that the architect and the applicant developer are here if you have any questions. So I'll leave it for discussion.
Anybody have anything further? I just read over the minutes and then looked at the building. I think it looks great. I'm ready for start seeing some vertical action.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I think I had raised a little concern about having the corners more pronounced and raising the bulkheads. And as long as, we asked, as long as it just didn't delay the project, hopefully they make the changes, and they did. And I think it looks great.
Do we have a motion?
I would move approval of the designs as proposed.
Second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you for your time.
Get to our next agenda item. Consideration of a letter of whoops. I guess I should let you do that first before I start reading. Consideration of approval, that's okay, for the exterior building design of a new residence located on the south side of West Walter Street, approximately 150 feet west of Harold Street, as requested by Suzanne Ray.
All right, I'll turn this one over to John Beckham to present.
All right, good afternoon, Commission members. Give me a second to share my screen. So Susan Renee is the property owner and the applicant here, and she's at the meeting today. So she is looking to subdivide her current property and build a new residential house on the western portion of this subdivided property. Right now, we're going through the replatting process, or the platting process. The property hasn't been platted. And then after approval, go through a building permit as well. So the house she is proposing to build, 3.5-story house with craftsman style architecture elements. She's looking at primarily 2 colors for this building. Both of these colors, the classical white and needlepoint navy, are from the Sherwin-Williams Historic Color Collection, as well as there'll be stone on the pillars, potentially stone at the base of the house, and then this type of shingles. Now, all the siding on the house is proposed to be the fibrous cement shingles. So the applicant has really worked with staff to provide something that meets the intent of the Old Town design guidelines. The garage is at the side of the house, so it's not visible when looking at the house from the front of the street. As well as the applicant has agreed to push the house back 15 feet from the property line. Now, per Old Town or per zoning code, right now there's a 0 front yard setback. But after looking at the character of the street, pushing the house back 15 feet maintains the character of this street. All the houses are pushed back here. So the applicant has extensively worked with staff to bring forward a house that fits the design guidelines of the neighborhood as well as the design of her house. Did you have any questions for me?
I don't think so. I like the whole design. I don't think you guys have any questions or comments?
I think it's a very attractive house. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Absolutely. Well, do we have a motion on the table?
I guess I'll move approval of the design as proposed.
And a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, commissioners, and thank you, Susan, for attending the meeting.
Yes, thank you. Good luck. Let's see. I guess that takes us right to adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Come on, Ben.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Let's see. Meeting adjourned.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, it looks great. I'm excited. Do you have an idea of when they'll start to break ground here on Main and Mill and Elm and Mill?
June, do you want to kind of talk to that project and when we anticipate it to start?
We do have the civil plans approved, so I know my understanding is they are kind of arranging that so that they can get started on it. They made some adjustment to their building permits, I think, to see actual building come up. I think it will take them a little more time, but they should at least start all the other work, including, utilities and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Okay. Like in the first quarter?
Yeah.
All right. Good news for us then. Well, great. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.